Hey guys, Steve Healy, Valor Outdoors TV, Fishing Pro Staff. Man, we started fishing this morning. The air temperature was 33 degrees. We found water temperature between 51 and 53 degrees. So when I'm fishing cold water, I want to share with you guys what I like to throw when I'm fishing cold water. The number one thing I like to throw when I'm fishing cold water is a jerk bait. This is a little bit longer jerk bait, and when I'm throwing a jerk bait, especially these bigger sizes, I like to throw them on a longer rod. This is a 7'2" medium heavy rod. This is a bigger jerk bait, and I like to throw it on a bait casting reel. Now, if they're hitting on a smaller jerk bait, I'll switch it up and I will throw those on a spinning reel. Now this right here, this is a 7'2" medium action rod. And you can see with this smaller jerk bait, it's going to give it more action. Now, when you're fishing jerk baits, especially in cold water, you want to slow your presentation way down. Like when you throw it out, you may only want to pop it one time, and you really don't want to give it a lot of action. It's almost like you just want to move it a little bit, because you want to imitate the shad that are dying or moving really slowly in this cold water. The other bait that I really like to fish in cold water is a crankbait, but a flat-sided crankbait. Now these flat-sided crankbaits, they have a thinner profile, they have a light tighter wobble through the water, and it seems like the fish bite these in cold water a lot better than a regular size crankbait. Now, what I'm throwing this on is a 7'2" medium action rod. It gives a lot of bend to it, especially when you set the hook. My gear ratio, I like to throw probably like a 6'3" to 1, 5'2" to 1, something like that. One of those lower gear ratios, and you want to reel it really slow. Now when I say really slow, when you think I'm reeling this pretty slow, go even slower, because in the cold water the fish don't move as fast and they're not wanting to chase anything. The last thing I really like to throw in cold water is a jig. Jigs are awesome in cold water. In the springtime, I really like to use these natural colors like a red or an orange, especially around a full moon when the crawfish are molting. The bass cannot resist these things. Just like a jerk bait, just like a crankbait, you want to fish these things really, really slow. When you think you're fishing it slow, fish it even slower. Hope these tips help you guys. Hope you have awesome time fishing cold water, and these are the things that help me. So tight lines, everybody. Good luck.